What's up, guys? Here with you with FC Wonderkid. Here with my guy, Pedro. How are you?
What's up, guys? I'm well.
That's a good one. And if you clicked in this video, you know it's a bold topic. And Pedro here, he's going bold right at the start. And it's a start bench sell like we like to do. It's a bold game, isn't it, Pedro?
Yeah, that's true. But this one will be a little bit different, okay? We will include some World Cup editions.
Yes, we'll have a World Cup edition. Great mention here right at the start. And if you want more added editions, put down below the edition you want. Champions League, goalkeeper, put the start bench shell you want us to do down below. And yeah, put the answers of the start bench cells that we do, put down below, because we want to know your thoughts about what we said. And yeah, like the video, because if we go bold in these ones, it's bold for FC Wonderkid. So, let's start here with an English midfield, okay? It's an historic one, mentioned a lot. And it's a start bench cell between three English icons of Stevie G, Paul Scholes, and Frank Lampard. A start bench cell, iconic English trio. So, who would you go for here with the start bench cell?
Okay, so my criteria here, I think I will go by the number of titles in the Prem.
Ah, come on!
So, I would start Paul Scholes, I would bench Frank Lampard, and I would sell Stevie G. Just because he didn't get the so well-deserved Premier League that he was expecting all his career. But come on, Frank Lampard was the midfield that banged the most goals in a season until Bruno Fernandes made it like 2 or 3 years ago.
You had to stuck in!
Yeah. And for Paul Scholes, he was just class. He was like the most important piece for Ferguson's masterclass.
I agree.
And I think Ferguson was a special coach, and he managed special teams. And some of the teams, you look at it, the squad wasn't even that strong. But Paul Scholes always delivered, okay? And he helps all of the teams grow. So, yeah, that's why I chose him first.
At the end stages, you had Scholes playing with Welbeck, with the likes of Welbeck, Rafael, and Scholes was that key piece, and I completely agree with you. And that's why, in the start bench cell, I'm going to go with starts Stevie G, the most complete of the three, in my opinion. I will bench Paul Scholes, and I will sell Frank Lampard. Look, this is what I gotta say. Stevie G for Liverpool is the icon. At Chelsea, I'd say John Terry is more of an icon than Frank Lampard. But I do respect what Frank Lampard did in terms of that midfield with Mourinho. Iconic, but Paul Scholes, man. The elegance, the eloquence of everything he'd do, Paul Scholes. And even reportedly, people said he was more brilliant in training. He'd be like magnificent in training. But from what we saw, he dictated the whole tempo. The decisions in attack and defense, everything went through Paul Scholes. And that's why I benched him. But, hey, it's the start. It's already one. Put down below, what do you think? Stevie G, Paul Scholes, like Frank Lampard? Who would you go for? But, right, good start, Pedro.
Yeah, let's go for the next one. Let's see if it's as good as this one.
So, this next one is a bit of a transfers type beat edition because we saw a ton of rumors about them, and now we know he went to Barca. So, start bench sell with Rafinha, new Barca player, Dembele, Barca player, and Coman, that is at Bayern Munich. A start bench sell between these three players.
So, I will assume that this start bench and sell is completely injury-free, okay?
Completely injury-free.
So, quality-wise, I would start Ousmane Dembele, injury-free. I would bench Rafinha, and I would sell Coman, okay?
Yes! Yes!
You got the one as well?
Exact same.
Okay, on the money.
Exact same. And La Liga, he was the guy with most assists in La Liga. And if he's confident now, he's about to go bold with Xavi.
And it's just like I said on a video we recorded before. I think he's one of a kind player, okay? And the way he plays with both his feet, he doesn't even know which one is his dominant one. And that's really rare for a winger. And that brings unpredictability and uncertainty for the defender, okay? And I think that's really key. And I think he can become one of the best wingers if he has no injury problems.
So, do you agree with us? Put down below, people, if you agree with this start bench sell. So, this is a center backs one next, and it's a...
Sorry, although Coman could have reached a higher level if it wasn't for the injuries he had in his foot. Okay.
Exactly. 2 ACL injuries, man. That is...
No, and he had a foot injury as well, I think.
That is mad unfortunate, man. So, yeah, I agree with you. But let's wait and see, too. Like, Gnabry, Coman. I do think a lot of moves might happen to it, Bayern. I do think he'll stay. But let's wait and see long term. Like, Sadio Mane there. But, yeah. Okay.
And Sané as well.
True. So, center-back special edition here between start-bench cell of Virgil van Dijk, Rudiger, and Ruben Dias. A start-bench cell with these 3 players, former Premier League player Rudiger, and now in Real Madrid.
Okay, you'll start because I need to think about this one.
So, between the start-bench cell, I would start Virgil van Dijk, in my opinion. He's the most dominant of the 3. I would bench Rudiger, now at Real Madrid. And I would sell Ruben Dias, in my opinion, between the 3 players.
Okay, I think we can both agree on who starts. I think at his prime...
You're going to start who? So
start bench and sell. I would start at his prime Virgil van Dijk. I would bench Ruben Dias, and I would sell Rudiger, okay? And I just say this because Ruben Dias is key for Guardiola. I don't think he was expecting Ruben Dias to be that good when he came. Because
60 million, though.
He immediately become the reference at the back, okay?
It's true.
So, and he's like Man City's anchor at the back. And when you're an anchor at the best or one of the best teams in the world, you can't have him that much to argue, okay? And we still have to see how Rudiger is going to perform and adapt at Real Madrid.
But Rudiger won the Champions League with Chelsea, man.
I know, that's true. That's the title that's missing to Ruben Dias.
And that's why I'm saying it. And Rudiger did go to Real Madrid, but... I do think it's not an easy question because Ruben is younger than Rudiger, and Ruben can become a legacy piece in the future.
I just
like
think
a company.
that the Ruben's aggressiveness puts him a notch ahead of Rudiger. I think he's a more aggressive. I think he's more aggressive player than Rudiger.
Hey, no, I don't think so. I think Rudiger is one of the most aggressive players in the world.
I think Ruben Dias is one of the most aggressive players in the world as well. So we have a debate.
We need to hear an aggressive. No, I'm joking here. So put down below what are your thoughts about your start bench cell with Rudiger, Virgil van Dijk, and Ruben Dias. This is going bold, man. I'm liking this. Woo! Okay, now here's that one that you said, the World Cup special edition, and we are about to go bold here, okay? And it's a World Cup edition of who we believe will perform better in the World Cup between Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Cristiano Ronaldo. It's about to go bold here between these 3 players. Who will go the bolder for their national team in this World Cup?
Okay, so this is not kind of a start bench shell. It's more like from first to third best performers in the World Cup. So I think that I would put Cristiano Ronaldo in the first place, best performer in the World Cup.
Top goal scorer.
It might be. Okay, just let me recap. So yeah, so World Cup edition. I would start Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay.
Boom.
I would bench Neymar, and I would sell Messi. World Cup edition, guys. This has nothing to do with their careers, okay? And I'll explain it to you. I'll explain why to you. So Ronaldo is a clutch player that appears in clutch moments, okay? And this is his last World Cup.
But
maybe his last competition with the Portuguese national team, okay?
Messi too.
I know, but I think Ronaldo just likes to appear in these kind of moments, and and Ronaldo... The title that's missing to Ronaldo's portfolio is the World Cup.
And he's obsessive. Ronaldo is an obsessive type of guy.
He wants to win it all. I think he must dream with the World Cup like every day now. I imagine that guy going just for a simple nap and like dreaming about lifting a World Cup. I imagining him waking up, eating his cereal, just like imagining him lifting the World Cup.
Wouldn't be shocked if that's the case.
Yeah, so Ronaldo's desire to win the World Cup, I cannot even imagine. Like it has to be like the maximum level. Someone wishes something. So I have to put Ronaldo in the first place because that's the title he's still missing.
Okay.
Messi had a shot at the final in 2014 against Germany. So Messi was closer to win than Ronaldo.
Than ever. That is true. Messi was...
and it was an extra time decision goal by Mario Götze. So So yeah, I think Neymar is getting really ready for this World Cup. So I have to give him the edge over Messi. Okay. Also because of the season Messi just had with PSG.
But Messi he won the Finalissima.
I know, man, but come on, you gave me 3 hard tough choices. I had to sell one of them.
It's true. It's true.
So yeah, this is my top 3 for that's my order for the top 3 in the World Cup, and I do think Ronaldo will be a top scorer. Okay, I think that if Portugal tops their group, I think Portugal goes all the way. Because that will express how good Portugal is in that tournament.
And let's be honest, our group isn't easy with Uruguay, Ghana, and South Korea.
It's really tough.
It's tricky teams, and if we win it, I'm gonna go vote too, man. And I'm gonna say Portuguese bias. I don't care here. I'm gonna start here. Ronaldo for this World Cup, and this is where we defer, and it hurts me to defer here because I do reckon Neymar will go bold for Brazil. But it's true, man. Messi with Argentina, he's special still. And 33.
So you think Messi's gonna bang in more goals than Neymar in the World Cup? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
I do think he'll have more goal involvements, assists and goals.
I think Neymar will hold the baton for Brazil, and I think Argentina-wise, I don't think if Messi's gonna do it.
Argentina hasn't lost in like a year and a half too. Like 30 something games unbeaten.
But you have, I don't know.
The Finalissima.
You have other references, you know.
But Brazil, I'll be honest.
For Argentina, Di Maria is always clutch as well. I mean, I don't know.
And the defense too, like always, we criticize them. The defense bad. Now they have Molina, that good fullback. They have Cuti. They have Otamendi, plays good for the national team, and Lisandro Martinez on the bench. That he's reportedly, but. I'm gonna sell. It hurts me to sell Neymar.
At the goal, Emiliano Martinez
exactly.
as well.
It hurts me to sell Neymar, and I wouldn't be surprised if Neymar won the World Cup. And I was wrong here in this start bench sell. And yes, if he wins that World Cup, it's no debate too between us that Neymar wins the Ballon d'Or if Brazil wins the World Cup, right?
It depends on how far France goes. Because of Karim Benzema, don't forget it.
No, but the next World Cup.
No, but the Ballon d'Or, the World Cup will be like in November, December, and the Ballon d'Or is gonna be awarded in January.
No. It's changed. It's changed this season.
When
it's
is
gonna
it going
be
to
October.
Really?
September.
So before the World Cup.
Benzema has won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, so it's set for Benzema.
But I mean the next one. That's the next one. It's like I believe Neymar. If he wins, because it's calendar year now.
Okay.
Like they all of a sudden they change things, and yeah, now it's calendar year. But I really believe if he wins the World Cup, like Ballon d'Or to Neymar, no debate. And yeah, even being in the same team as Mbappe.
But it depends on the rest of the season. Just imagine if PSG loses on the final 16 of.
I still think Neymar gets it. Come on, Brazil. Look, imagine the party. Imagine the party that is going to be in Portugal. Now, that's what I'm thinking here, people.
Okay.
I believe we're gonna get it.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. If you had to say a second reference at the Brazil squad, who would you say?
I'd say I'd like to highlight someone at the back. I'd say Marquinhos, and I hope Thiago Silva goes. But I'd like that second reference to be Vinicius Junior. Because we saw Vinicius Junior scoring in a final of the Champions League.
So let me
I hope he's that guy.
Let me ask you this. If Brazil wins the World Cup, Real Madrid wins both La Liga and the Champions League, do you still think Neymar is going to get the Ballon d'Or?
If Vinicius shows that he's a better player than Neymar in that World Cup, definitely. But if Neymar is absolutely clutch...
Okay. If Neymar shines in the World Cup...
He wins the Ballon d'Or.
But both of them were in the World Cup, right? And Vinicius Junior shines in both La Liga and Champions League, and Real Madrid wins the Champions League, with Vinicius Junior being clutch again, then it will be a tough decision.
I agree. And then I'd say, okay, Vinicius might edge it too, because Real Madrid, Modric won.
Then it will depend on how far PSG goes on the Champions League.
Exactly. So... I like this debate. This is a good one. And this was a good World Cup edition start bench. So put down below. Do you agree with what we said? Don't you agree? Put down below your thoughts. And do not forget to put your start bench cell that you want to see in the next one. And do not forget to like this video for more videos just like this.
Yeah, guys, don't be afraid to say we're being deluded here.
Yeah,
So.
but it's always start to start bench sell.
You always have to sell someone.
Exactly.
That's the point. It's being hard.